There is one force in your life that makes everybody equal. Each of us has exactly the same amount, no matter if you are rich, poor, black, white, male, female, Muslim, Catholic, Republican, or Democrat. How you handle this and treat this force is the single most important contributor to the income that you will have and the lifestyle that you will lead. This is why Jim Rohn called this the single greatest secret of the rich. What is this secret? The management of time. Rich or poor, we all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. Time is life's most precious commodity, and how it is managed separates the rich from the poor. And really, as you know, you cannot manage time anyway. It's marching on with or without you. The only thing you can do is manage yourself within the confines of this 24/7, 365 matrix. Time management is really about self-management. When I spent time with Dr. Oz, who we profiled on the cover of Success more than once, I asked him for his secret on how he manages his time. He was the right guy to ask. At the time, the guy was performing 250 open heart surgeries a year, was the chairman of surgery, a director of a medical program, a prolific writer, the host of his own 5-day-a-week TV show, also a devoted husband and father of 4. A time management question seemed pretty appropriate. What he said was one of the best distinctions on time management I have ever heard. He said, "It is not about time management. It is about energy management. The things you do in your life should give you that zest for life," he said. He went on to explain, if you're doing a good job at efficiently and effectively using your time, but you're doing things that drain your life force and zap your joy, what good is really being done? You will immediately know if you should be spending your time on something, whether it gives you energy or it takes it away, end quote. Your self-management task is to spend more time on what gives you energy and to guard against, eliminate, or delegate, or mitigate your time on those things that take energy away from you. As an investor of your time, you want to look for ways to get a better return on energy, a better ROE. Think about it. What are the things you have to do today that drain you of energy? And what are the things that you get to do today that give you energy? And how might you better guard against, eliminate, delegate, or mitigate your time on those things that take energy away from you? Share your thoughts about that challenge in the comments below. Hey, DarrenDaily friends. This idea of energy management is really critical, maybe the most important idea on how to spend this precious life force that you have, that you've been given in your 24/7, 365 matrix. After Dr. Oz gave me his secret to time management, being energy management, I spent several more hours with him digging into this topic. After all, he was a fantastic example of someone who supremely produces big things in the world. But yet, he always is very relaxed, intensely present, and always full of verve and vivaciousness when you are with him. And I wanted more of that. If you are interested in what he said and instructions about how to better manage your energy, I'm going to host a special DarrenDaily after show. I will share more ideas on how to orient your life and work around what gives you energy, how to structure your day, how to set up your environment, and keep what drains you at bay. How you feel determines your performance. Your performance determines your results. And life is just more awesome if you feel energized all day long. To watch the after show, just click the button at the end when this video stops, or click the link below, and I'll see you there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special DarrenDaily After Show. The After Show is where we roll up our sleeves, literally, and dig into some of the topics a little bit more thoroughly. Okay, here's what I know about you. You are driven to succeed, driven to make a positive difference in the world and to the people around you, to provide, to contribute, to support, to help, to be there for those you love and those that need you. Am I right? And because you are so driven, you take on a lot, probably more than there is time for in a day. Am I right? Thus, you feel stretched, overwhelmed, stressed, and exhausted, and you are still not fully keeping up with everything. Hey, I know the feeling. So what do you do about this? Well, you start work earlier, you work later, you go faster, you push harder, the treadmill speeds up, but you don't get any further. And you're not sure how to get off it or to slow it down. But you still need to speed up your results. Does any of that sound vaguely familiar? This discussion right here might help, at least get you started. And then I'll point you towards resources that you can go to afterwards to gain mastery on it if you want. Okay, so there's two major factors to consider here. It's likely you are not doing too many things, just too many things that drain you versus fuel you. Now, understand that there is not one form of energy. There are three: physical, mental, and emotional. Let's take a quick look at all three. Physical is evaluating the food, the drink, the supplements, the exercise, the recreation that you need to revitalize your body. Stop evaluating things on how they taste. Remember, what's sweet and tasty in the mouth goes bitter in the belly, lumpy on the thighs, and in the arteries. Evaluate what you put into your face on the basis of fuel, not pleasure. Food is medicine, and it will dictate your biology accordingly. And seek exercise like plugging in your phone into a charger. Do it long enough to get a fully recharged battery, but any more is actually wasted. Mental energy is evaluating which projects and tasks require the most mental energy and which energize you and which drain you. Note that what gives you energy might be a drain for somebody else, and vice versa. Like for me, studying financials and poring over spreadsheets is totally draining to me. But for others, it's endlessly fascinating and invigorating. Hammering away on a laptop for hours on end, creating new content is thrilling and fulfilling for me, whereas it would be the ultimate torture to someone else. Think about it. There are things that you do for 2 hours, and at the end of it, you're spent, totally exhausted. Then there are other things that you can do for 10 hours, almost without even looking up, and you still feel energized at the end of it. You have to find out what energizes you and what drains you. Take a scale from -3 to +3 and go through your tasks and functions and regular obligations and do an energy assessment. If it electrifies you, give it a +3. If it totally debilitates you, give it a -3, and every degree in between, including energy neutral, which is 0. Then there is emotional energy. When do you need the most emotional energy? This is usually when dealing with other people, staff meetings, delivering presentations, client appointments, negotiations, etc. Understand that there are degrees to each of these as well. One type of staff meeting can drain you. Another can electrify you. So it isn't about the staff meeting at all. One client meeting can exhilarate you, and another can exhaust you. So it's not about meeting with clients at all. Assess each type and try to figure out why. Is it either the subject matter of the meeting, or is it the people involved with the meeting? Use your assessment scale to gain clarity. Here's the second major factor. You might even be doing the right things, but at the wrong times and in the wrong way. You have to figure out your unique energy strength zones for your 3 different types of energies throughout the day, throughout the week, and even the seasons of the year. For instance, most people like to work out in the morning. Not me. In the morning, my mind is on fire, but my body is sluggish. If I did my workout in the morning, I would not be at my physical best, and I would waste my peak zone of mental strength. Can you see that if I did the right things, but at the wrong time, the same time and effort would yield weaker results? But because I do the right things at the right times, for me, my performance is much greater in the same time and energy spent. And those things actually reinforce my energy instead of draining it. Now, you're probably asking, but how do you stay on track? How do you not let the 1,000 unexpected things that pop up not pull you out of those zones? How do you eliminate those things that drain you, but you still need to get done? The answer is having the right systems, the right work strategies, and setting up the right environment that supports your peak performance output and keeps out the energy draining distractions. How to do all that is too much for us to cover here, but I refer you to the Insane Productivity Program to gain access to all of that. There is a reason why people like Dr. Oz, who was born to an immigrant set of parents who were lower middle class in Cincinnati, Ohio, yet he rose to stardom. He started out just like the rest of us. There's a reason why people like Richard Branson, also born to a lower middle class family with ADHD and dyslexia, yet rose to become a multi-billionaire. There's a reason why people like Howard Schultz, born in the projects of Brooklyn, raised on food stamps, yet built one of the most successful brands in the history of the world, Starbucks. There's a reason why these people rose from obscurity to significant success. They didn't necessarily do more. You probably work harder and more hours than each of them all along the way in their ascent. It is how they applied their energy to what, when, and how. So I implore you, if you really want to learn how to use your life force, your precious energy, the right way, on the right things, at the right times, with the most leverage, invest in the Insane Productivity Training. You gain 25 years of my heart and soul investigating the success methods used by the most successful people in the world, then put them all into an application system that makes it easy for you to apply to your own life and your very unique circumstances. You get to skip the 25 years that I spent and just get the answers to the test. If you want to take this further, then click the link below and join us. We're starting a special Insane Productivity class right now, and I'm inviting you if you're not already a member. These classes never get opened publicly. They sell out by referral and private invitation. This is yours if you're interested. It's not for everyone. I get it. It's only for the few, the exception, who take the step forward. That's why the few rise and the few stand out and the few make a difference. If that's you, I want to help you. I'll show you the way. We'll take this adventure together. You're not alone. You'll have me, an amazing community of now over 35,000 alumni of the Insane Productivity community, and I'm including a $1,000 scholarship to be applied to your membership. This is a gift from me to you as an incentive to prompt you to take the investment and make the investment in yourself. This invite and the $1,000 scholarship expires in 24 hours. Join us now if you're up for it. And thank you for joining me in this Darren Daily After Show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow for our regularly scheduled session on Darren Daily. Bye-bye for now.